Hey guys, I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of being a personal fitness trainer. I would say the pro is you get to work in the gym. The con is also you're working in a gym. So what I mean by that is a pro is you're not at a 9 to 5 desk, boring job where you want to shoot your brains out, standing in front of a computer all day long, all night long. That's terribly boring. But the con is you work at a gym. It is a high energy environment. There's like bright lights. It's a music all the time playing. So it's kind of hard to regulate your nervous system in a gym, especially if you're highly sensitive or if you're a woman, you tend to work around a lot of men, a lot of testosterone, a lot of energy getting pumped out, and you're taking all of that in. So it's constant noise. It's like working in a club, an actual like club with music and stuff like that. So it can be stressful if you prefer more peaceful environments, if you're more of an introvert. I had to adapt to that working in a gym. It was not easy for me, but I like it way better than any other job I've had. But it is stressful because you're constantly receiving so much energy. There's energy everywhere. Some people are very like loud, they groan, they slam the things on, the machines. So, you have to take the good with the bad. You don't have to work in an office, but you do have to work in a high energy environment. So I spent a lot of time just regulating my nervous system, being able to feel safe and comfortable in a gym because I was around a lot of different peoples, of different lot of energies and stuff like that. And another thing is, I would say a pro is that you get to see people become the best version of themselves. That was my favorite thing to witness. It feels so good. It warms my heart when I see a client who is, you know, meeting their goals, they're getting stronger, they're losing weight. It makes me feel like I've done the impossible because maybe this person didn't have the motivation to do it on their own. Maybe they are feeding off my positive energy that they get during the session, and that changes their lives for the better. And so that's an amazing thing that just warms my heart and fills my soul with such great positive energy when I see people's bodies changing. I see their confidence going up. I see, them not being afraid of who they are anymore. And a con along with this is that you are working up close and personal with people. I was not ready for this when I first started. I was actually shocked at how close I would be to people because I had a work from home job before this. I was always a bit anxious about getting super close to people. I tried to do massage therapy before and that was too close for comfort for me. And I said, you know what, I can't do this. There's no way I can be a massage therapist. And as a personal fitness trainer, like you are actually getting personal with people. It's called personal fitness training and it's very personal. You're up close and personal, you're near their bodies, you're near their energy, you know. Sometimes it is required to do physical contact, and that's something that I had to get used to because I am very protective of my energy. I'm protective of who I give my energy to, who I'm around. And I had to kind of like be more open in the gym because you don't get to choose your clients when working at a commercial gym. You have to work with the general public, which is one of my biggest fears, working up close and personal with the general public, just because like I don't know this person, I don't know what they have, I don't know what energy they're giving off. But I had to like get rid of that and just be like, you know what? I'm open to helping everyone. I'm open to training everyone. So I would say that is a con because you generally are not going to like everyone. But I have tend to, learn to like get in the zone of being a certified personal trainer and then staying in an open heart centered position to where I do like everyone when I'm personal training. Now, outside of work, when I'm not a personal trainer, that might be a different story. But while I'm personal training, I like everyone. I have love for everyone. And that really helped me to become the best version of myself as well. Another thing that is a pro about personal training is that you become a better person. Like it improves who you are. It improves your self-esteem because you actually have to, you know, sell fitness. You have to get people in here. You have to sell supplements. You have to talk to them. You have to persuade them to buy things. And that has like expanded my container of my social abilities. It has expanded my confidence. And I'm not there yet because I'm not a hustle type of person. I was in my 20s, but now that I'm in my 30s, I'm kind of like, okay, if you say no to me, I'm done. I say goodbye. You know, I'm kind of glad you say no so you can get out my face. The conversation can be over. But, you know, that's the nature of the job. So I've learned to be more patient, breathe more, and work on my sales tactics, work on persuading people to say yes rather than no, and really try to, you know, tell them what to do instead of asking, you know, telling them, you know, you need this to accomplish your goals. And so that's also a con of the job because you become like kind of annoying. If I come into a gym and I have somebody trying to persuade me to buy a supplement, to buy personal fitness training, to sign up for this and that, and you know, people like me, they just want to come to the gym, work out, and leave, which I totally get and I'm totally fine with. But being that it is the nature of the job as a certified personal trainer to persuade people to sign up, persuade them to do this, don't take no for an answer, that is a more aggressive, I would say, like male nature type of energy, which I think makes males more suitable for this job because, you know, I mean, not all males, but I do think it does make more males suitable for this job because, you know, you have to kind of like push people, kind of like not take no for an answer and keep on telling them why they should do it, which I don't like. Another con is the energy. You know, as a certified personal trainer, you are expected to show up and show out every single day. And as a woman, we just don't work like that. We work in cycles. Like sometimes, sorry, my allergies are acting up. Sometimes I have a burst of energy, sometimes I don't. There are times where I just want to, you know, relax, be on my period, not be bothered with anybody, and just be home and recover. But, you know, as a personal fitness trainer, you can't really do that because you always have to be here in the gym training. And so that is a big con for me because I do get extremely tired when I'm on my cycle. I don't have the energy to constantly persuade people to sign up for training or train or, you know, be the bright positive light for others. So yes, that is a big con. And I do think males, I do think that's why this is a male dominated field because they are more equipped to go and hustle. Wow, as a female, that can burn you out. And when I first got into this job, there was like a big meeting where everybody came from all of the gyms and we were all in one room. And I could physically see like all of the women, they looked stressed, they looked aged. And I think that was a combination from the hustle culture, you know, working against your biological body clock where you do have those months where you need like 2 weeks off to recover and replenish yourself from your cycle, and also being around a lot of testosterone, which is not natural for a woman at all. So that's a big con when it comes to this job as a personal trainer. And how I balance that out is when I'm off, I'm completely off. I turn my phone off, I stay alone, you know, I stay around nature, animals, eat healthy, I meditate, you know, I just enjoy peace because you're not going to get peace at a